Hey guys, what's up? It's Christopher Watson again. Seriously, in the next video I'm not gonna say my name because you should see it down below this video, and if you subscribe to my channel you probably know my name already. In this video I am going to do, as the title said, a DIY fuel return line, because the Toyota MR2 that I have, the 3S GTE, it actually, that I swapped into the Toyota MR2, didn't actually have a fuel return line, so I have to make a fuel line for it. That's what we're gonna do. That's what you're gonna see in this next video. And all it involves is actually an old fuel line from another 3S GTE. I actually got two fuel lines off of a guy. One was in good condition, the other one was not good. So I'm gonna use the not good fuel line to actually make another fuel return line. And then I actually bought two, I guess, metal fuel connectors to connect the fuel line that goes from the car to this line to the fuel pressure regulator. So anyway, that's what you're gonna see next. So come along and watch. And just so y'all know, y'all can comment all you want. I actually read comments and actually respond to them, so I actually like the interaction of that. I mean, I make these videos so it documents my build, but also because, I mean, YouTube's a community. So anyway, if you feel like it, comment down below. I will talk back to you. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay. So I have the fuel line, the 3S GT fuel line that connects to the fuel rail. Like I said, this one is jacked up. Hopefully you can see that. Like, it was already cut when I received it. So anyway, the first thing I'm gonna do, and hopefully I don't get flamed for this, is actually snip this down, hopefully. And I was gonna use scissors at first, but I'm actually gonna use a box cutter now, or a razor. Maybe that'll cut through it. I'm gonna put it down on the floor. Whoa, almost lost y'all there. And there we go. Hopefully you can see. It is actually cutting, the razor cut through, and it's cut off now. I now have the fuel return line now. So, fuel line is cut. Now I'm gonna show you the actual connector. So here are the aluminum fittings. I'm probably gonna get flamed for it, but these were bought from off of eBay. And these fuel fittings, if it will focus on it. Can you see the arrow there? There it is directional, so the fuel has to flow the way that the arrow is flowing. So you'll see well, you won't see the fuel, but you'll see that I have to have this pointing a certain way, and then that should tell you if it's a return line or a inlet line. I'm gonna go back and actually kind of pre-install this line on the fuel pressure regulator to see if it will actually fit like I'm thinking. Okay, I have the worm clamp, and I'm now pushing the fuel return line onto the fuel pressure regulator. Okay, I gotta move y'all out of the way for a minute. Okay folks, so what I'm gonna do next is actually, hopefully you have enough light to see this. I'm gonna chop about this much off of the fuel line that's connected to the fuel pressure regulator, so that you can connect to this fuel line that is going back to the fuel tank. So I might have to use my razor again because these scissors might be through. Whatever. So razor it is. Please don't cut yourself trying to do stuff like this. And it's cut. Like I was saying before, this is directional. So there's a arrow on here. The arrow should be pointing back towards the fuel tank. That's my screwdriver. This is going to be real tight. Put the razor down first. I don't want to cut myself. And this is really, really tight, if you can't tell. Like I'm struggling to get it on. But this hose is really, really old. So, but we're gonna get it on. Or it's gonna break. Either way, we're gonna try to get it on. And the other side is like a perfect fit, so this hose is just really old. I'm gonna install it on this side though. On the side that's pretty easy, so you can see how easy it is. It's still tight, but it's much easier. Okay, that's probably about as tight as it's gonna get. I may work on it some more, but for this video purpose, it is on the side that's going to the fuel pressure regulator. And I'm gonna try to work it some more on this side. What I may actually do is cut that line. It's being hard, it's being rough. Okay guys, we just got through watching or finishing the DIY fuel return line install. The fuel return line actually connects from the fuel pressure regulator to the fuel tank, and I needed that because if I didn't install that, I wouldn't have a running engine. So I actually had a old, I guess, busted fuel line that I used from a 3SGT, and then used a metal or aluminum fuel return connector, and this is one way, so one way in, one way out. So that was bought off of eBay. I know a lot of people go, oh, why do you buy off eBay? But eBay, Amazon, a lot of these places have good items. You just have to use some discernment on picking the right one. It was pretty simple. I just had to cut part of the fuel line, then actually connect it back to the parts I need to get connected to. Use some worm clamps to make sure everything was tight, and that's about it. Y'all can do the same thing. You don't have to use the same engine fuel lines. You can probably get some fuel lines offline, or you can go to the junkyard and do the same thing for pretty cheap. Not everything needs to be cheap though, but in this case, it was a fuel line that was already used on this engine, so that's why I did what I did. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank y'all for checking it out again. There's gonna be some more progress made in the future. In the last video, y'all probably saw me install the rear stabilizer links for this MR2 over here, not this Veloster over here. I'm not really doing, this is my wife's Veloster. I'm not really doing anything to that. It's gonna be pretty stock. But this thing, I'm gonna do more stuff too. Do y'all have any DIY projects that y'all did? Like, did you do a fuel line, or did you do a DIY air intake or something like that? If you did, drop it in the comments. I wanna know some other stuff that can be done that's simple, fairly inexpensive, because I mean, not all of us have a lot of money to just spend on parts galore. So anyway, we'll catch you on the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.